Welcome, guys, to one of the most amazing TASes you'll ever see. If you don't know what a TAS is, it's basically a computer playthrough slowly crafted by the hands of a god. In this case, Waffle Wizard 1, who happens to be in my chat right now, made this crazy-ass TAS called Spyro the Dragon Silly Percent. Now, what is Silly Percent? Well, we'll just have to find out. There have been TASes of this game for 120%, for Vortex. As you can see, we have a beautifully stretched out PlayStation logo. This is not my cropping. This is literally how the video is. It's just completely, I don't know if that was intentional or not. I don't know if that was part of the silly, but... Oh, Dark Hollow's still going. Yeah, I'll go ahead and turn that off. Yeah. I'm gonna leave him chill now. I'll just turn him down. So yeah. Guys, enjoy this. I haven't watched any of this yet. This is the latest of TASes by Waffle. Waffle also made the Vortex TAS, in case you guys don't know about that. Go check it out down below. Okay, already the skybox is fucking just missing here. So we're already off to a great start. I'm gonna have to grab my beer to get ready for this. Hey, Chuggers in the chat, if you like Spyro, if you like TASes, if you want to see more of this stuff, of this dookie, let me know. Chuggers in the chat. So it's not clear what the goal of this TAS is, other than to be silly. I'm not sure if he even finishes the run on Nasty or not. We'll find out. But that was a fucking amazing wall glide. That was dope. Yeah, you know what's cool about in Artisans is you can actually wall glide pretty much any wall in the entire freaking place. So yeah, that was actually, I didn't know you could actually go all the way around like that. I really like that. This looks like a typical just any percent run right now. Oh, that was, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, so in case you guys don't know, the hitbox for those bowls actually extends basically infinitely up into the air. Oh, man. And then what he's doing here is he's actually getting a proxy off of the collision of the wall. When you go back in bounds from the wall, the wall collision sort of proxies you out. So if you're like if you're right on the edge of it. Also, in case you didn't know, you can actually run on these mountains out of bounds. Basically, this is the only level where the hitbox is actually fully realized into like a fucking mountain with collision. No other level has any sort of like I guess purely aesthetic collision like that. So that's pretty cool. So far we've collected 2 gems. So a lot of swaggy movement, not a lot of good collecting. But you know, again, that's not the point of this TAS. By the way, what he did right there, that little bounce into Toasty, you can actually do that accidentally in 120%. And there's one person, at least one person every other month in the Spyro Discord that comes in and accidentally gets that proxy. Oh, that's so sick. You can go through the fucking wall. I didn't even know that. Oh, that's so sick. Vortex runs do that, dog. Oh, I thought I thought for a sec the flop was gonna like keep riding up the wall. I was like, wait a minute. But that makes more sense, the roll. During those rolls, you can just hold X and it just automatically jumps. What was I saying? Oh yeah, there's the fucking tooth roll. You know, fun fact, if I'm not mistaken, the dragon head for Toasty is the same dragon head that is for Twilight Harbor. So the tooth roll that Waffle did there is kind of a shout out to the strat that Laura pioneered, where you tooth roll off of the Twilight Harbor tooth in order to get to Nasty Norc. Dude, oh, I love the gainer proxy there. It's like sort of like it's a momentum conserved like charge. You sort of let go. A lot of what he's doing with these bounces is, oh, this is so sick. He's like perfectly staying with it. Oh, with the roll. Oh my god, this is like some fucking nut. This is such a fucking Craigasm to see. I love it. Oh, and then the squeeze right there. That's a squeeze. So many different types of proxies here. So cool. Oh, he's waiting. He's manipulating. Yeah, he had him in. I knew he was manipulating the fucking sheep. I love like the funny thing about a task like this is like there's so much more freedom to decide when you can just enter and exit a level. I'm not sure like how far into the game this task is gonna go. It seems pretty clear that collectibles are not a focus here. So I'm not even sure if we're probably gonna get out of Artisans, I imagine. How long is this video? Nice. I've never entered Dark Hollow from the back like that. That's pretty cool. 40 minutes, so I'm assuming we get out of Artisans at some point. Artisans isn't too bad. It's just 10 dragons is all you need. Nice. Who knows? Maybe he even does the fucking level cheat. So sick. Yeah, squeeze proxy. You get squeezed between the wall and the Norc. But that one right there is not a squeeze proxy. That's like a fucking coming back inbounds and being inside the wall texture, which of course has collision, so it ejects you. That's what all those proxies are. Another just crazy squeeze right there. Very rat proxy-esque. I gotta sip my beer, dude. There's a lot to take in. Yeah, the sheep, dude. Puff Sheep respects a beautiful sheep, and so do I. By the way, shoutouts to my Spyro that's just chilling here. He's just there for emotional support. He's like my elevator music when I'm BRB. Okay, he didn't get, yeah, cheater, cheated run. Okay, if you're watching this on YouTube and you think this run is cheated, well, I'm with you. Let me know in the comments down below if you don't support cheating in speedruns, TAS or not. That is disgusting. Cheers. I'm just kidding. For the sake of this run, I respect it. Or do I? Was that cool right there? Was it like hard to do that movement? I'm not sure if that movement was cool or not. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that that movement was like harder than it looked. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Yeah, Vortex enjoyers in shambles right now. Nice, love that. So this level, it's really cool the way he's doing I didn't know you could proxy off the knight like that. So that proxy he just did right there, this actually is a Vortex route that people do at this point. What? Oh, he caused a game crash? You can game crash here. Oh, what the fuck? This might be an emulator only thing. It might not. I'm not sure if this can be recreated on console. I have seen this. This is very rare. You can get a corruption, but not a game crash. What happens more commonly when you go into a weird area, let me back up. The reason why that happens, I think, is because there's a crossover of different loading zones across the whole level there. So you're crossing over like different loading areas. So if you go, especially if you go out of bounds there or enter that place and get the camera stuck, the game can crash. So that will happen. The fucking mushrooms without the heads. Fucking circumcised ass mushrooms. But yeah, I think I've seen it once or twice. Someone posted a corruption like this that happens where it's not like a full game crash, but I think it's emulator only. Composer seems to say it happens on PS2, so that's pretty fucking sick. All right, well, it's PS2 then. I'll take his word for it. Composer's a reputable source. My scene. This is tight. Yeah, I've never seen someone actually just play around with the corrupted version of this level before. I keep forgetting that this actually like is a thing. Okay, it's gonna be a super proxy, right? Oh, what? Boo! Boo! Come on! It's a silly task and you don't go over the wall. Come on! You gotta go over the wall. Ah, whatever. Yeah, I figured he was. Yeah, that makes sense, Laura. I figured he probably tried for a long time, which really says something that a guy fucking tasking this game, adjusting the input. Wow, this is so sick. Adjusting the inputs frame by frame could not get enough height to go over the wall, and sometimes it happens. Once every like 1,000 runs, it happens. Talk about precision, you know, floating points and crazy shit that you can't even adjust in a task. Fucking insane. Okay, Laura says get ready for this part. Let's see. I didn't know those torches had collision. I didn't even know those torches were there, to be honest with you. Oh, please tell me he's gonna go to the other side. Oh, I was about to say. I thought he was gonna wall glide to the other side, to like the other island. I've always wanted to do that. Okay, go up here. Oh, not onto the shelf. There's a shelf there. You go. Oh, okay, a little boost. Not going on these shelves either. Oh, nice. Oh, he's gonna get a proxy here. Okay, cool. Not as crazy as I was expecting. Still good though. Those fireworks can like give you crazy fucking proxies sometimes if you're precise enough. Oh, this is sick. This is a cool wall glide. Yeah, that's tight. I've never like thought about that. When you enter areas from like other areas, like you, especially in a level like this, you don't realize how interconnected every area is. Like you're just seeing it from a different angle. It's seeing a place you've seen a million times before from a different angle. I love that wall glide. I didn't even know we were sparksless. Probably from all the damage abuses. Okay, okay, nice, nice. The wall helping. Oh my god, that squeeze was nuts. Against the corner. Sick roll. Waited. Okay, is this gonna... Okay, hold on. I think this might be conserving momentum out of the portal, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if that's really how that works or not. It might not. We'll see. I think he's conserving momentum right now. Is that what happened? I'm not sure. It is possible to save momentum value in this game, like from a supercharge by standing still and doing rolls and doing weird like specific movement that you can't see the momentum value. But like if you supercharge into like a body of water and then do a neutral jump out, you'll see that you've preserved that momentum out of the body of water, which is like kind of not what you'd expect, but it kind of just is like a proof of that, like momentum can be conserved. You can't do it through portals, okay. Thanks for the clarification. So all that rolling outside must have been just to set it up. Let's see. Oh, doing my little double jump strat. I used to think that double jumping over a supercharge ramp like that was optimal. By the way, you see the way he's turning here? This is the only real TAS only technique in the game. It's called Supercharge Sharp Turning. And by the way, this little proxy, this insane proxy, you can do it yourself. Like I said with momentum conservation, if you just supercharge, you don't have to do the sharp turns, but you just supercharge and bonk there, stand still, let the guy shoot you, you'll get that same proxy. So that's not even like a TAS only thing, but the supercharged sharp turning is, it requires holding one direction on a D-pad and then a very specific value, like opposite and down a little bit on the D-pad. You just like bounce off the turkey. How do you even get there? That was like a wacky little ending there. But yeah, the supercharged sharp turning I think is one of like the coolest parts about Spyro 1 TASes. It's a shame that a lot of the TASes that we have don't really like take advantage of supercharge just by virtue of the categories. Wow, this is insane. I didn't know that that's so sick. Oh, this is just so satisfying to watch. Oh my god. This is a fucking nut. I gotta crack open another beer. Hold up. Oh my god, you can just do this forever? Oh, that's so sick, man. Well, a triangle proxy, those are rare. Wow, perfect, on the perfect seam to get the roll there. Nice squeeze there, a little extra height from the squeeze. Oh wow, that was my favorite part so far. That was the most satisfying moment of the whole fucking TAS so far. It's like, this is just like an oddly satisfying Spyro here. It's like, you know those videos where they're like fucking like chopping up cakes or like pulling like a knife through styrofoam? This is like pulling a knife through styrofoam. See, I didn't even know you could get on top of that that waterfall there. It's so uncanny and like cool and weird to see Spyro like on top of that waterfall. It's like I've never been there in my 10,000 hours of playing this game. So it's like extra crazy for me to see him in spots that I've never seen before. Cakeless. I didn't even realize that was cakeless. Very nice. Nice. Those guys run at you really quick, so it does not surprise me he was able to get a really big proxy there. By the way, I didn't explain this already. If you're on YouTube and you're like, what, proxy? Keep saying proxy. Proxy is like when you get the ejection, the bounce. You get ejected from a hitbox. It's called a proxy. Oh, touching it from underneath. Is it going to be the death abuse?
Any advice before this battle?
Any advice? You can get a death abuse from that, actually.
Once told me, aim high in life.
There's a way you can do that in Dry Canyon where he like steps off like the platform and then dies like during a dragon. That's like one way to intentionally death abuse. In fact, it's technically optimal for 120 to do that death abuse. So that way your life count makes more sense for a more optimal route later. Laura out here saying huh like she hasn't seen this before. That's cool. I didn't know you could stand on that scene. It's cool to see like where you can and can't stand. Like I would have never guessed that you could like stand there. You know, I'm glad that Waffle like showcased that, you know. Like I'm sure every other like piece of collision on that fucking like mountain you could not stand on, but that one little polygon like you could stand on the back, you could stand on. Yeah, this is clap. This shit is clapping my cheeks like nothing, man. It's fucking crazy. Hey, cheers. If you made it this far into the video, type a letter T for TAS, and maybe even a C for Chug, because that's what I'm about to do right now. Cheers. I know it seems cheesy to say that, but it genuinely brings my heart like joy to see people. I always heart anytime someone types like one of those letters during my videos. Oh, so sick. Yeah, barely enough height to make that too. Oh, and okay, so this is, wow, barely making it back in time. If the camera touches the portal, that's when the level loads. So he intentionally goes into the level in a way that the camera is slowly going towards the portal, and you can do it in such a way, not even TAS only. You can do it on the Wild Flight portal. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Metalhead, you know this is gonna be crazy. I wonder if he's gonna do the double, the fucking instant transmission. I still need to make a video about that, by the way. This is so sick. He's stacking proxies on top of each other. So satisfying. And keep in mind, he has to be like very, very precise in order to get the proxy to actually send him upward when he's coming in from out of bounds on these walls. Because these walls are like 90 degrees, so if he's not perfectly like on the pixel, it'll just send him outward, not upward. Which is what usually happens when you go out of bounds in this game. Now with those slanted walls, it is easier to get an upward shot, but more likely you're gonna be getting shot out perpendicular from the wall. That was such a sick roll. So cool. When you're that close, actually, that depending on how close you are in that area, you're already triggering Metalhead cycles. So it's helpful to actually to know how close you can stand before his cycles to know when you're accidentally triggering them or not. I always point that out if I accidentally trigger his cycles early during my runs. And you can see from out of bounds, this is like the proof of that, is that you can trigger his cycles before going into the area. But you have to be in specific spots for it. What is he trying to do? The goal, there is really no goal of this task. Normally a task will have like an end goal, like any percent or, okay, the enemies are invisible here. I think this is the only spot in the game where the enemies don't load in. If you get to that, you know, cause he didn't kill the first cycle of Metalhead, so it didn't load in the physical form of those enemies, but their hitbox is still there. So there's that, and then with like planes in loot, that is also the case. If you like enter the door from behind or whatever through cheating. Butt slide, yeah. Yeah, the goal is to be silly. But yeah, no, I think that what makes this task so cool is that it's not confined by like you know, this game in a lot of ways, the traditional speedrun categories really limit this game in a lot of ways, when really the coolest parts of this game in like a broken glitchy sense is what you're seeing here. It's just bouncing around. There's no practical value to this, but it's still cool as hell. So it's like if you're gonna make a task of this game, you might as well make a goalless task, you know? It totally makes sense. What doesn't make sense is being like, okay, it has to be any percent. So let's collect a bunch of shit, you know, and sit through all these, dude, that was the biggest Laura launch I've ever seen, and with the fucking proxy. Waffle is just completely unabashed about doing these okay, I want to see this. Childhood me is gonna shit a brick when you see all this shit. This Supercharge better go on for a while. Wow, you can make it all the way back. This is near top speed. It's hard to get actual top Supercharge speed in this game. You'll know it's top Supercharge speed when the smoke turns red. Not orange, but red. But yeah, this is like, yeah, you see it? You see it? That is so rare, but that is a real mechanic programmed into this game. I dare anybody to try to actually make that happen. Even after years of playing this game, I've only seen it like a handful of times. Red smoke. It's like truly it's like seeing a shooting star. So sick. Tell me this isn't what childhood you wanted to do. I'm sad it's over. I want him to keep going. It's like, just keep supercharging around the hole. That was my favorite level so far. That is what every kid wants to do in that level. At least that's what I wanted to do. Shit, that's like what in my brain I was like thinking what it was like, you know? That was just satisfying. Talk about oddly satisfying. That is like, my whole childhood was like, you know, begging for that. Now it's gonna do another level disassociation here. Again, the camera not touching the portal, but when it does, that's when the level loads. Really cool. And again, if the camera, he's doing it in a way where the level does actually touch the camera. You can do it where the level doesn't touch the camera, and then it causes like infinite death loop until you game over, and then you have a zombie glitch. I wonder if he's gonna do that in this run. He might not. Okay, so Laura came up with a strat here. She seems to be very proud of it. Oh, nice. I didn't even know you could stand on these parts. Some parts you can't. Yeah, it's like right on the edge. That's true. I didn't know it went all the way around the edge, though. I thought it was just certain parts of the water. This is really cool. Yep, this is one of those, like, this is, talk about a liminal space in Spyro. In the odd and interesting areas of Spyro. That fucking island is one of them. That's definitely going in the odd and unusual places in Spyro there. You could do it on the edge of any water plane. That's pretty cool. I don't think a lot of water planes actually have a true cliff to the side of them, though. Which is what I think probably what makes the Misty Bog kind of a unique case. Most of them will be like a pool with like walls around them, you know? Yeah, that is interesting information. What? You can stand there? Shut the fuck up. I didn't know that. I did not know you could stand there. That is satisfying. And there? I didn't even know those shelves existed. Beautiful damage boost there. That was very satisfying. Normally with damage boosts, you see they come from a bonk. But he did that just carrying the momentum from a charge jump. That was like very satisfying. Just that one boost. Yeah, just dancing around the level. This is, yep, Biscuit Blast. There's an actual name for that. They do this particular damage boost in Vortex. It's one of the most precise tricks of the run. Of course, ending the level with that. Very nice. I would have, you know what, I gotta say, if I were to be like a critic for a second, I would have personally liked to see more gem abuses. Where you can, like, you know, for example, in Terrace, you can make the green fall off of the tower, and in Haunted Towers, you can make gems, like, fall off the edge. I don't know if that's gonna happen in this run. I'm guessing not. That I could totally see that might be, like, out of the scope of what Waffle was trying to do here. But that would have, for a silly task, I would have found that to be an interesting, silly thing. Just me being a fucking critic for no reason. I do appreciate that flame. Did he get the, I couldn't see, did he get the fucking red there? I doubt it. If he got the red there, that was sick. No, he didn't, okay. Yeah, unsurprising. You have to jump into the red, like very specifically to get it. It's very frustrating. Pretty much like 99% of people who play this game are gonna miss that red when they first talk to the blueness. Well, let's see. Proxy? Oh, that is a sick proxy. I never would have thought of that. That's sick. Just go back in. I thought he was gonna do more wall proxies. He probably tried and like it was probably bullshit there, I guess. All right, my guess is that he's gonna turn around at the start of the level and go out of the level. By the way, see how long the loads are there? Definitely. Clearly emulator. No, okay, we're going this way. This is cool because I actually really like, oh, love that magic stairs there. Is he gonna do the turnaround here? I think there's gonna be a turnaround here. Yep. I've seen this on the Spyro Discord before. Really, and now we can do the wall stuff. Very cool. I wonder if he's gonna go on top of the thing to his right here. No, he's gonna go to the other side, all right. Oh, he's gonna do another proxy here. This is a Laura strat, certified Laura classic. You can actually do that in any percent to save a little time, but it does lose gems, I think, right? Oh, so sick. I love this. This is another, like, oddly satisfying thing. Oh, so sick. Oh, I love it. Oh, and you get a little proxy at the end. Oh, juicy. Ooh, that was juicy. Oh my god. You didn't have to be so juicy, but look how slow the walk is. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever walked that slow. That is actually, that is a common occurrence. I've lost runs to that. If you just charge onto that platform at the wrong time, you'll just go through the, you know, because it lifts up so quickly. It doesn't detect the collision or whatever. It's so stupid. that will happen on runs. This is the thing I was talking about that I thought was going to happen at the start. Again, another vortex trap. People do this in real life. Just think about that. You're going to go up the wall? Go up the wall. Oh, yeah, you're going up the wall. When I saw Wally do that for the first time, I was like, no way you can do that. Shut the fuck up. That was like an optimal 12 egg strat for a while, I think. I don't know. I think it got outdated, but it's cool. Just run up the wall. Gonna bounce off the thief. Oh, what's going on? I wonder if we're gonna do any homeworld silliness. As far as like Supercharge homeworld fuck around, you know, Magic Crafters is one of the best homeworlds to fuck around with Supercharge in. So I'm wondering if we're gonna see much of that. Cool flame charge. Yeah, another cool thing about TAS is like, you know, he's gonna flame charge from as far away as possible. You know, we play a game of sort of chicken with flame charging in this game, where like, you know, you want to get close enough, but you also do want to stretch the distance a little bit, so that way you're saving the most time. So it is a bit of a game of chicken with flame charging in this game at a high level. So to see it in a task done like literally from like the furthest possible distance, you know, is very satisfying. Touching Cedric on the wrong side, big time loss. I'm just kidding. Nice cocks, I agree. That was a beautiful flame charge right there. The off camera, those are always the best. That dragon actually crashes pretty often. If you have a bad disc, that's a pretty common, that's a good dragon to test your disc or your setup on. Ajax. See if he takes a while. Yeah, JX loves it, Ajax. This makes me mad to see him just doing the normal fucking route with Supercharged Sharp Turn. Like, okay, bro. Yeah, you can do it without it too, you know? That was cool, I like that. Okay, I'm curious to see this. Is he gonna 120% this area? If he does, I'm gonna nut. Yep. Now we're in, like, you can't Supercharge through this area without Sharp Turning. I was talking shit earlier, but this, now you need to. Okay, well, he didn't go back into the caves for the rest of the gems, but it's still really cool, though. Still a really cool extended Supercharge. That's definitely one thing that's always been theorized, like, why can't you fucking Supercharge, like, in that area that he finished the level in? And it's like, because you would need to literally do sharp turns like this, which, again, are a TAS-only, like, thing. The only TAS-only mechanic, I'll venture to say, in this game. We're gonna do the bump. This is the oldest known, like, damage boost in the game. That was actually, what he just did right there, that Supercharge and then get zapped, that's been known about, like, on game facts and stuff since, like, before anybody ever speedran this game. Fun little history of this game there. I'll have to, like, dig up, like, the first recorded, like, or, like, first, like, mention of that you can do that. That's been known about for, like, that's like the oldest trick in this game, basically. So cool little shout out to that. That's also a cool recovery there. I remember seeing Ali do that in any percent once as a recovery. I'm glad to see Waffle doing that. JX actually does this as well as a damage boost as part of his route sometimes. I don't know how the fuck he does that. Going through the, okay. Okay. Oh, what? Oh yeah, it's the wizard like running through the shit. Running through the 6 with my woes. Oh, that's so sick. So satisfying. When that happens sometimes in runs where you're like half falling off and you get back on, like the Tony Hawk grind. It's like, oh my god. It's like the most nerve-wracking thing on a run when that happens. It does happen though. Okay, was that really necessary, Wolf? Did you have to kill that druid? Really though? Come on now. That was just unnecessary. He's like, yeah. Yeah, I had to. Oh, nice. Nice. Really quick, actually. Normally in runs, they'll really prolong that damage abuse to get the most height, but in this task, does it really... Oh, and wall gliding to the top of the level? Wait a minute. Let's see what happens here. The optimal route for this level is to damage abuse and then wall glide to the vortex. That's like the true TAS like execution of this level. But this is cool. I like this. I always appreciate like moments where it's like just okay, I'm just gonna collect everything. Obviously, I'm like the 120 like simp. I'm glad. I'm actually surprised that Waffle did all that collection there. I'm like, okay, cool. I was under the impression he was gonna do like not focus on collection at all. I love seeing optimal collection. It's so satisfying. What I will say, I'm gonna actually, normally I wouldn't like back up, but I am gonna back up real quick since we're talking about it. Since Waffle did optimal collection, I need to point out real quick right here. I'm not gonna back up anymore, but technically the optimal thing here is to full hop. Laura does this. Is to full hop, glide, and then flame charge. I'm sure like the way he does it here with like the magic stare is probably faster though. But I actually, when I saw Laura doing that in any percent, I was like, what the fuck? I tried learning it. You can actually full hop flame, and then the flame barely reaches to blow hard. I don't do that. I just charge onto the platform and then jump flame, which looks way shittier by comparison. But yeah, that's definitely one thing for me to practice. I suck at that. Okay, dry cane. We got the optimal RNG here. Vortex runners are nutting everywhere. In case you don't know, in Vortex runs, they count on the balloonist giving you the correct level RNG there. You can take you to like 4 different levels or something. Or just tell you to fuck off. This is also a Vortex strat. This is, I'm always quick to point out, some of these strats they do in real human playing a speed run, like first try. Like that, everything you just saw there was like, basically like a human does that first try in the world record. Yo, E-Guild, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Oh, I was hoping for a little more dry canyon. I was hoping for some dry canyon back rooms or something. Yeah, bird abuse. I don't even know what happened with that bird. I like that flop though. Okay. All right. Go over. Nice. Oh, wow. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Oh, no, don't tell me he's gonna proxy his way back up. Shut the fuck up. I don't believe this. Oh, he's gonna void out. He's gonna void here, yeah. When Spyro's in a flop state for too long, he voids out. Strawberry, thank you for the gift. Love you. Oh yeah, for the drink. 1 sub equals 1 drink. For E-Guild as well. Now we're talking about some back rooms right here. This is sick. You see, I never have seen Peacekeepers from this angle. Crazy to think how much space is like taken up by that one like ravine there. And that the ice cavern portal is almost like, it's a little higher, but it's at that same level as the ravine. You don't think about that, but when you see it from out of bounds, it's like, wow, a lot of effort was put into like, you know, coating that or whatever, you know, putting that ravine there. Oh, that was, I love that. I love when it's like you got the fucking, I don't even know how you call it. It's like a stale charge jump. You know, you can just charge jump. Like, some things you can just charge jump endlessly into like that. Like the, I love that Waffle like showcased that. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, Mama Proxy. Cool roll. Okay, this is literally the any percent route, by the way. Except something's happening here. A little suboptimal execution. Sick. I didn't know that existed. That's sick. Oh, you can stand on that! You can go. I've never been on top of this before. That's so sick. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, and again with like the stale charge, you know, going through those like little like ravines there. Yeah, he's doing a lot of like those stale mid-air charges. I love that. Cool flop. Recovering flops like that makes you feel like a god in actual runs. It's like you barely get that X to square press out like framed perfectly. Okay, actual vortex strat right there. All right, that was a cool cliff town. I like that cliff town. That was cool. I appreciated that. You can get up on that roof RT. I believe it. I believe it. Like without having to do like the bird proxy and shit. I believe it. I've never even tried. I mean, technically, if we're gonna say like, okay, you can do this in like pretty much everything that you see in this task, you can technically, with enough effort, you can recreate like with the controller. I mean, he basically did this with the controller, but just adjusted a few inputs, like in the task, I would assume, in BizHawk. So for all intents and purposes, a lot of this was done probably with a controller, you know, by a human. Just adjusted slightly after the fact, probably. I'm assuming. I don't know if that's actually the case. But yeah, the only like, oh cool, this is a different spot for the damage. I thought he was gonna go like fucking like shoot up like 50 stories. That's what they do in Vortex. Just in a different spot. But yeah, like pretty much every strat, what I was saying is that, oh cool, edge. I can't like even talk because it's like, yeah, you can stand on all these edges here on the fucking, pretty much everything that you're seeing here, you can recreate like with your hands, you know, with enough effort, you know, in save states and whatnot. But the only thing that is task only is the supercharged sharp turning. That's what I was gonna say. That's why I say it's the only task only mechanic of this game. And technically you can supercharge sharp turn with a controller. Max Trigger proved that it's possible, but you know, it's just not, it's not like feasible to like actually accomplish anything with that. You can't like actually point it anywhere like practically. Okay, so Waffle gave me some interesting insight here. This task did not use any controller inputs, but I got the strats RTA before tasking them. Interesting. Okay. So the task itself was all done frame by frame, which is actually even more impressive. That's like, that's a lot of time and effort. Classic ice cavern. That's literally the Vortex ice cavern right there. Just optimal. Yeah, you need to like hold your controller, like you need to use a claw grip with one hand so that you can use the analog stick with your right hand and push the D-pad with your left. Interestingly though, it is possible on a controller. At least Max Trigger proved it to be possible. Yeah, nice job. Laura always appreciates good jump charges coming out of Ice Cavern. We know this. 0 out of 10. What's up, Bussy? Love you too. Just watching the craziest playthrough of Spyro you've ever seen. Damn, that Norc Cove entrance was crazy. No, I'm just kidding. You love Bussy? Yeah, me too. Yeah, excuse me, no triple rat proxy to get into loot, whack task. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, that boost was, oh, that was sick! I didn't know you could do that. Oh man, the double rat. Now, what did I tell you guys about the triple? I was joking about triple rat, but yeah, you can use 2 fodders to get even more momentum, like in a task situation. RTA, it's like just not really viable. I mean, shit, we have enough trouble with 1 rat, you know? Damn, that was sick. That was a sick double rat. I was not expecting the double rat there. I was expecting it like in the home world, you know? I've only ever seen a double rat like in the home world to get into loot early, which is possible. Task only. Cool little out of bounds movement. And you know what's cool is like this is actually not like super nice. The Saboom proxy, you'll love to see it. Going downstairs, interesting. Yeah, shouts to Saboom. What? That's tight. Very creative movement there. Nice, sick proxy. I wonder if he's gonna get on top of that. Oh no. That was sick. There was some moments of greatness there. The Soulja Boy proxy. Yeah, Soulja Boy came up with that one when he was riding Crank That. Dude, if he'd have wall glided on top of the portal, I was gonna be mad. Okay, of course. You have to do this. Who was the person that did this RTA? There was someone that did this. I remember they posted on the Discord. Someone did this RTA. It was Ash. Shoutouts to Ash for doing that RTA and like popping off on a Discord call. I saw the clip. I saw it. Shoutouts to Ash for that one. He'll be back later. See you later, Rage. Nice. Oh my god, you're gonna go up there? Go up there. Yes! Let's go. Oh my god, that made me so happy. That's all, you can't just jump up there, dude. That's fucking crazy. Oh, nice roll. Ooh, with the glide? Yeah, that's smart. I like the creativity points. God, we need like a judging panel. Like judges on creativity, optimalness, effectiveness. That was sick. I didn't even know that could be done that way. Other tasks will wall glide from further away to get up there. That definitely gets points for optimalness. He's just looking at him. He's just staring at him menacingly. Yeah, nice. Oh, the best push! The non-push, the anti-push. I didn't even know that such a thing existed. Better than any push ever done in history, dude. Every run, you try to get pushed by Nasty into that fucking area. And Waffle's just like, we don't need a push. That was sick. Nice. The perfect credit skip. What? You can charge out of it. Is that like RTA viable? Hold on. Is that like the new, like, better way to do credit skip? Is to just flame charge, or is that like dummy precise? That's crazy. Oh, it doesn't get the... Yeah, because you die too quickly. It's too fast. Again, which is why... It's just over. It's just... Hold on. Go back. Oh my god, I'm not trying to watch this. Hey, go back. I just want to see that nasty Norc one more time. That, dude, that should change my life. You know how many times we're like, oh, dude, nice push. That's like the nicest push that one can achieve. It's beyond a nice push. It's a next level. There's just something about that. Wait, by the way, hold on. While I'm looking at this, did he just fucking just run over this? I missed that the first time. He doesn't even jump here. Look, just runs off. That's sick. Off to a classic TAS movement. And yet, of course, magic stairsing up those. Notice that, you know, even though this is a TAS, notice that Waffle still took a damage abuse in order to get the proxy there. The proxy is actually sub-pixel perfect there, I learned. Well, at least someone said that on the Spyro Disc. I don't know if that's true. But that's why the damage abuse is required. It's because it aligns like the sub-pixel or something like that, which is like not even a fucking thing in this game. Like, you think sub-pixels, you look at a game like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, okay, sub-pixel, you know, setups and stuff, but that is like, the part of the reason why a damage abuse is required there and why a task wouldn't do it is because it's a sub-pixel alignment, I think. I mean, I don't fucking know, dude. What do I look like, a fucking tasser? I have no fucking idea. It's just one theory, I guess. Fonnier, thank you for the gift. Guys, this was the craziest task I think I've ever seen of this game. Waffle gets the prize for coolest task I've seen of this game. Coolest task ever. All the Vortex task is awesome. Fucking, you know, Theory task is awesome. Nitroff's Magic Crafters task is awesome. But this is by far the awesomest, most just fun. They're the best watch. This is the best task to watch as a standard viewer. If you enjoyed this task, feel free to like show some love in the YouTube comments. Show some love to Waffle Wizard. I'll be posting his links down below. You should definitely follow him. It's not his last task, I'm sure, of this game. He's still an active player. And I'm just gonna scroll up through the chat real quick for you guys. Waffle said some shit, so let's read that. If I'm excited about gem collection, in a few months there's gonna be a new task coming out. Me and Laura and Kat. Oh my god. Well, hey, in honor of that, I am going to crack open a beer here. And if you didn't need any reason to follow Waffle, well, now you got one. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching this, and thank you, Waffle, for letting me react and not being mad at me for literally just leeching off of your content that you work so hard on. And yeah, this is fucking sick, dude. Spyro's sick. And that's all I have to say, man. Cheers, chuggers in the chat, and keep on spyroing. I will catch you guys in the next one. Cheers. Well, that's that, guys. That was a great watch.